The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Run, run, run. What's on?
Coming out throwing is Baker. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, ball at the 36. Putting the tight end in motion. We give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Good. Hurry, hurry! What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Pistol. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
From the 43. It's into the hands of White. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Slot man motioned over.
What's up?
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Good. What's up?
Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Good. What's up?
Baker throwing again. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Tight end in motion left.
Set.
From the gun, a run for White. Down to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Set.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 yards, and that moves them that much closer. 2nd and goal now from the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Set.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Set.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Pennick's going to throw straight away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Like a good target, Brock, Neighbors is there. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lift at any time.
Penix on 3rd down. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. And he'll get it up to the 44. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. That one's out and cut on the right side. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Giants will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40.
Here we go, here we go.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 37. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. One of the tight ends motioning right. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
From the 23. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Penix looking to pass. That's caught for the first. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now give left side. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense trying to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Tampa spends its second timeout now. They're down to their final one in this half. Gotta figure out this third down here. Penix. Touchdown, New York! Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense, you better find some answers for this playmaker.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Regular. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Watch out.
2nd and 6 now. He'll get this complete to White. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers driving ahead.
Kings. Done.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Good. Watch out.
Throwing again is Baker. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hey, alert. Pistol. Watch out.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Coleman with the grab. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Hey, alert 33. Up. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Again, this is White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. This lined up left. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. They motion the tight end over. A final throw before the break. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He finds Johnson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Braylon Trice there to meet him.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
He's got a man left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this to Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Penix here from the gun. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'll be the one to say it, Kate. He gets up through that second level, 15, 20 yards. We're rooting for him to take it to the distance. It's hard to do. It's tough to make a gain like this happen in the NFL, but as you saw, still even tougher to take it to the house.
First down, here's Baker. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
They've got a man in motion. Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Otten. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. From the gun, Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And he'll get it up to the 44. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 1. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take a 3rd quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Giants jump in front now by 5. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch out!
Mayfield now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that.
Set. Watch out!
Baker now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq!
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he cuts it back right. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Running right is Pacheco. He cuts it back right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And the Giants will have a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going to the ground again on first. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Giants ball, just 1 quarter away from advancing in the postseason. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Penix now connects with Johnson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. It's Pacheco again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Giants make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Davis motioning left. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Got his target. It's Otten. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's brought in by White. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Into traffic, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Baker throwing again. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they're going to face third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Mayfield to throw for it. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Let's go now.
Penix on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Play action. Here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Giants holding a 12-point lead. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Penix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Kings! Right on.
Baker now. Connection made to Coleman. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Right on.
From the 36. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Set. Right on.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This is complete to Neighbors. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
They'll run now with Pacheco. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. So it's a win for the visiting. That George Halas Trophy is NFC champions. And now just 1 step and 1 trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.